Hi guys. So it's week 12. I've not lost any weight this week. I thought it was because last week when I was in Chester, I drank 2 nights in a row, and apparently alcohol can really kind of put the brakes on your losses. So I was kind of expecting it. Anyway, yesterday, which was Sunday, I suddenly realised I was absolutely starving hungry, and that was quite early on in the day. So I had a little bit to eat and thought, that's weird. On the Saturday, I didn't really feel anything, didn't notice anything, we went out for some food, and actually, yeah, thinking back, on the Saturday we went out for food and I focused on the protein part of it, and I was absolutely stuffed. And I didn't really have that much of the meal to eat. So I would say it was expected. I'd had the 7.5 on the Friday, and I thought, yeah, I didn't expect to be that hungry or to be able to eat that much. Anyway, Sunday yesterday, I thought this is really weird because I'm absolutely starving. I'm literally famished. So I thought, whatever, I'll just eat something, and I won't be able to eat that much, and then I'll probably not be hungry for hours and hours, as has been happening with these injections. Got to yesterday evening, and again, I was absolutely famished. I got to a point where I was hungry, and I've not felt that at all since being on the injection, right from day one. So it really kind of started getting under my skin. When I ate what I had, again, I wouldn't say that I was able to eat as much as I normally would. So that's something, but the hunger levels were just off the scale. I got up again today, and again, absolutely famished as soon as I woke up. Had my Weetabix like I do, and that was enough. Just my 2 Weetabix with a little bit of my half spoon on, and my skimmed milk. That's what I like. That's what I have every single morning, and it was enough. I thought, yeah, I'm good. Got to lunchtime, absolutely starving. So I had a little bit of something, and I've not eaten since lunchtime now, and it's 7 o'clock, and I'm starting to get hungry. So I'm going to make some food in a minute. But I know, give it another hour, and I'll be starving hungry again. So I'm completely baffled, because what was helping me was the kind of minimizing of the hunger levels as well. Obviously, I'd got to a point where the hunger levels were subsided quite dramatically in that, when I got to my really difficult week, I could feel the injection carrying me through that week, and it was great. I was completely in control. I'd lost weight, everything was going great, and I got through that and came out the other side of it, and yeah, it was great. But now I've started this 7.5, and I'm just like, what the hell is happening? it just feels completely different. So anyway, I've contacted the pharmacist and they're going to give me a call. I would assume that's going to be tomorrow because it's bank holiday Monday today. But one of the team have responded and said the pharmacist will give you a call to talk through it all. And I've explained to them that my hunger levels have been very much dictated by my hormones and all of that. And, you know, I explained how amazing the 5 milligram was and, you know, how confused I am now that I'm on 7.5 milligram. And I said in my email, I feel like I might as well have injected water into my arm because I just feel like it's hardly doing anything at all. You know, okay, I'm still not needing to eat as much quantity wise, but it's the hunger levels that are really shocking to me because I've not felt this since I've been on the injection. And obviously, that kind of brings your thought process around to, well, what are you going to do when you stop the injections? You know, is that going to be an issue then? And, you know, my response to that would be no, because when I stop the injections, I'll have got to a weight where my blood sugar levels, my hunger levels aren't that of somebody who is my current weight and needing as many calories to function. By that time, I will have been able to instill really strong eating habits, and I'll be in the gym by that point and very much used to the gym. You know, it wouldn't be an issue at that stage when I've got to a significant weight loss, you know. But at this stage, so early on, I'm just like, what the hell? Anyway, I've been online. I know that's not always the best idea. And I've been doing a bit of digging just to see, to kind of help myself feel a bit better. Just to see if there's anybody else who kind of has experienced this. And there are people out there saying that they've got to the 7.5 and they've gone, what the hell's going on? Exactly the same as me. They're getting the really bad hunger levels and food noise, as some people call it, which, you know, it is actually a thing and it's very hard to define unless you actually experience it. But, you know, there are actually people out there, not many, but I've seen a lot of people in forums on Reddit talking about they're going through the same thing. So that's made me feel slightly calmer about the situation. But yeah, it was really bad timing because I'm currently having a really, really bad depression day. So I just started spiraling earlier today. So that was like really hard to deal with. Anyway, yeah. So I'm going to see what the pharmacist says, and hopefully they'll be able to give me some advice on what to do. But if they tell me to stick to the 7.5 and just deal with it, I'm not going to be impressed. I'm hoping, but then again, how would you do that? I'm just thinking, oh yeah, so you would, if they want me to go up to the 10 milligram, they'd just give me a 2.5 and tell me to do one shot of the 7.5 and one of the 2.5. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm hoping that they'll just say, oh, you know, let's just put you up to 10 milligram now and do it like that. That just seems a logical thing to do to me, because the 7.5 clearly isn't my dose. It's clearly not working. I think personally, and the weird thing is as well that I haven't had any nasty side effects either. I know I've been drinking a lot more water, and that is supposed to help, but I've not had anything like I was having before. So I'm thinking my body has just got really used to the medication, and I was on the 5 milligram, and towards the end of the 5 milligram I wasn't having any nasty side effects either. So my body's potentially got used to the medication and thought 7.5 is nothing. That's not going to bother me. And possibly I just need a bit more of a whack of the medication to kind of get my body back into that mode. I don't know, but yeah, I'm just completely baffled by it. And then I'm thinking, am I going to experience this on higher doses if I go up to the 15 milligram? Is that going to actually do anything for me? You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm trying not to catastrophize it too much, and I'm just going to see what the pharmacist says and try and be normal about it. Because I wasn't being normal about it this morning, but like I say, depression, hormones, I'm ovulating, and I can get very, very, very low in mood on certain months when I'm ovulating. But that's another story. So, yeah, I'll just see what the pharmacist says. I'm going to go make some food now, do some laundry, and then have an early night and try and just get on with the week. Yeah, got a driving test on Thursday, so I need to be normal for that. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, bye. Hi guys. So update from the last update I did. Spoke to the pharmacist, and he's said that I have to continue on 7.5. I'm not allowed to move up yet. So that's really rubbish. He did say that he does believe that my body's just got way used to the medication, and the 7.5 milligram just isn't touching it. So he said the 7.5, I have to do it because it's part of the process of my body adjusting to the medication. He said it's really not advisable to skip this period of time, even though it's really rubbish. He said it's really important that I push through it and ride this bit out. So that's not cool. Added to that, I'm just about to go into the period of time where my hormones are crazy and I want to eat everything that doesn't move. So yeah, it's just really, I'm just really gutted because when I was on the 5 milligram, if you recall, I'd gone through that period of time when I was due to start my period, and it was just amazing because I was so in control. My hunger levels were managed. It was just fantastic, and I had it in my head that as I increase the medication dose, that's just going to get better and better. But no, that's not the case. So that's really rubbish. I haven't put any weight on at the minute. I've just maintained. So that's something. My portion sizes are still a lot smaller than they were before I started the injection. So my ability to kind of eat a certain amount of food is limited, which, is something, because obviously that's going to help in just minimising any gains that I might have during this time. What was quite frustrating was the pharmacist asked me, "Oh, how's your diet and exercise?" And I thought, I knew that. I said in my last update about, well, let's pose a question of what do you think will happen when you stop taking the injections altogether? And I knew it's something that he would bring up, and he said, it's really important that during this time you really up your game and really focus strongly on your calories and getting some exercise in and this, that, and the other. And I just thought, yeah, I get that. But if I was able to do it without help, then I wouldn't be paying you £160 for an injection that isn't doing anything. And at the time, I really didn't need to hear it because I was going through that really depressive episode. And yeah, it was just the way he kind of put it to me. It just felt really shitty, really. But I can understand it in a way because, the idea is for me to get to that point where I have really good eating habits and I'm making better choices, and the norm for me is to be in the gym, a few times a week, and that will happen. But I'm not there yet. I'm getting there, but I'm not fully there yet, So anyway, that was a bit rubbish. But at the same time, I could understand where he was coming from. He's got a job to do, and the evidence is out there, isn't it? So anyway, so I've just got to really push through and persevere for the time being, and hope that I don't put any additional weight on and undo the work that I've done. I was told by an NHS health coach before I started the injections that I just need to really kind of be mindful and use my mindfulness and really focus on my mindset around food, and maybe meditate in the morning and really kind of bring myself to a point where I'm really in control of my impulses and my kind of ideas and thoughts around food, and just in my mind quite a lot of bullshit, because that's not how weight issues work, in my opinion. It's a lot more complex than that, but that's just my opinion. So anyway, I'm just, like I say, I'm just trying to work through this few weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, get off the 7.5 and onto the 10, and hope that during that time I can minimize any potential weight gain that I might have. Yeah, it's just really rubbish. I've still had the dry mouth for some stupid reason. But like I say, my portions are a lot smaller than they were. And I would imagine that will carry on as long as I'm still on the injection. In fact, the injection is doing that little for me, and I've had such a crazy couple of weeks that I'd forgotten to take it on Friday. So I'm actually recording this additional update for week 12 in week 13, because I've been so behind on everything. I passed my driving test. We built a new desk for me in the bedroom. My son's built me a new PC, which is amazing. I've passed, I said I passed my driving test, didn't I? I was battling a really bad depressive episode before that, and some of it during the chaos in the bedroom. And yeah, it's just been absolutely insane. And then at the weekend we went to buy a car. So that's I'm collecting that on Wednesday. Loads of good things happening, but it's still obviously overwhelming, and a lot to kind of process. So yeah, so I've not really been able to kind of stay on top of things. But yeah, I'd forgotten to take the injection Friday. And Friday evening came and I thought, oh God, I've not bloody done it. So anyway, did it Friday evening, so whatever. It's only a few hours, isn't it? Um so yeah, I'll just have to see how I go on, like I say. Fingers crossed that I don't put too much weight on, and obviously just got to be mindful of my choices and the things that I put into my body and all of that amazing stuff. Um, but yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, bye.